Thank you. And now, on the first day of spring, Persians celebrate Nowruz. It's also known as the New Year. March 20th, it's coming pretty soon here. So this morning, I'm joined by author Zohreh and illustrator Susie Ghahremani. So the two incredible women behind this new children's book. It's called Celebrate Nowruz. Thank you both for being with us. Mother and daughter joining us today. It's good to see you. It looks, a lot of people are getting ready. Their sabzas growing, the sprouts that grow for Nowruz. And you share that in this book, Celebrating Nowruz. I've been reading it every night. I was telling you both with my kids. And they love seeing that Nowruz is celebrated not just in our house. There are multiple houses that will be putting the half scene together. Tell me about that, why it was important to be able to share the Persian New Year with others.
Actually, this is something that we do discuss in this book with little ones. Mm-hmm. We call it Persian New Year, but it doesn't really belong to Persians, because long ago, before there were any calendars, before any historical or religious events made people choose a certain day for the beginning of the year, the year would begin at some point. And 3,000 years ago, the Zoroastrians noticed it begins with spring. And so that's why they celebrated vernal equinox. And when you think that everything renews at vernal equinox, that we start climbing up again, things begin to brighten up and get happier again, then it's a universal moment that everyone should share.
I love it. I know even on the back it says Nowruz means new day, like a birthday party for Mother Nature.
Exactly, that's what we call it.
I love that. And for you, Susie, you were able to do the illustrations for this book that your mother wrote. Tell me about that. What is that process like for you?
Well, it's amazing because I get to bring in all the influence that she's had on my life and put it into the artwork. And Nowruz itself is my favorite holiday. It's so joyful. So it was really an opportunity to get to kind of pay tribute back to this wonderful holiday my parents brought into my life, and something that I look forward to every year is this sort of fresh start and positive thoughts. So really putting that joy into the artwork was, you know, a dream.
Yeah, so you can feel it coming out of the pages, I will say. I mean, with the spring, you definitely get that spring-like feeling, the colors, the beautiful designs, and using the Farsi lettering in there, too, is really special because my daughter's learning Farsi, so it's nice to see that in this book. As far as some of the book does mention, you know, for the little girl that's in here, she was the only one in her class celebrating Nowruz. I was that girl. My daughter is that girl. But why was that important to include and mention?
I included that for those girls who are the only one, girls and boys who are the only one in class. When Susie was little, her teachers didn't like the fact that one day a year I would make her lose class without having
kept her home those. We had to go to school.
Urgencies. No, she doesn't come to school because this is a very important day for us. So I wanted all of them to know that they're not alone. And hopefully in the years to come, it will be better and better known.
Of course, and I think books like this help share the beautiful traditions, the meanings behind them. 300 million people, as you said in the book, which I was even surprised to see, my kids are surprised to hear, celebrate this holiday.
Yes.
Yeah, around the world. So that I think is important. Obviously, the timing of the book, it's not lost on us that this book is coming out when there is a war in Iran. If you're comfortable, I'd love to hear your thoughts, your feelings about the war, what your hopes are for Iran, for your home country.
Well, I always quote Pablo Neruda, the Chilean poet, who said, "You can cut all the flowers, but you can't stop spring from arriving." And this is a moment where at least we owe it to our children to keep them happy. And every time I speak, I feel like it's a tribute to all the flowers that were cut recently so brutally in Iran. And I will make this year's half-scene much bigger and much better in their memory.
In their memory, all the lives that were lost in Iran in protest during the war as well. Susie, if you could share any hopes you have for the country. I don't know if you've ever been back there or not, but
I've always dreamed of going. I've never gone, and I'm kind of hopeful that this is a path to that. And that there will be safety and peace for people there. I think they deserve it, especially after all of this time under some oppressive regime. So but it's scary. It's scary seeing it every day, and you know, I hope for peace.
Yeah. And in the book, I think the idea of celebrating still a new year, fresh start, all of that is so clear, and hopefully that's the case with so many Iranians and people all around the world. So thank you for sharing.
And it is the beginning of the zodiac year, so next year will have to be better.
It'll have to be better. Tell me how we can get the book. Obviously, you were here before for Memory Garden as well. Another great one for people to get and read with their families. Tell us how we can find it.
It's available at our independent bookstores throughout San Diego. The Book Catapult has signed copies there in South Park. Warwick's generally has copies, and UCSD's bookstore, you can get it online, but I always love to support our local bookstores.
Okay, great places to go. Boy Girl Party, that's the Instagram to follow for you.
Oh, that's my website. Yeah, my Instagram.
But you always have the posts about the events that you have upcoming, so definitely check that out as well. Thank you both.
And who knows, if a kid is watching, they might get it for Nowruz present.
Oh, that would be a nice AD. This is a good one.
Yes.
Thank you very much.